come in. Welcome to the estate sale. I'm Aves. It's my estate sale, so yeah, just poke around and then we'll talk money, right? Condolences. For what? People die for estate sales. I thought it was just fancy garage sale. I thought it was just I want to get rid of stuff, so I'm selling the estate, Wait, so you tell me people who are going to estate sales consistently are going to dead people's houses to buy their stuff? No. I guess this isn't a live person estate sale. I just kinda could use some cash. Yeah, just at that stage of life, where I thought you started selling your wares in order to survive all the friends' weddings and family vacations that suddenly people stopped paying for you to go on, and food and Disney tickets, or go to the movie. I just want stuff, so I figured I'd get rid of some stuff, right? Well, is it weird for you to be at a live estate sale? Yeah, no, I think it would be weirder if you wanted me to be dead. But there's no one else really poking around right now, so I could either go stand over there and stare at you while you look at stuff, or I can just show you kind of what we have cooking, if that works for you. I mean, what kind of stuff are you into? No way, me too. Yeah, I have plenty of cutesy stuff, some artsy stuff, some concert merch, right? Yeah, some blind boxes. So yeah, I figure you and me, let's just go through it, right? This is not for sale unless you have a good offer. I could be swayed. No, I wouldn't wash it first. Okay, then I will keep this. And I'm very glad to. It's a good one. You should look around for these. Maybe at your dead people estate sales. I just put this around. Okay. So you said you like music, so I have a little bit of concert merchandise for you. Okay. These are the little wristbands they give you at concerts nowadays. So we have this first one is from the Eras tour. It says Taylor Swift, and it has 5/21/23 on it. So I think the date is what makes it really special. It's red, so if red is your favorite Taylor Swift album, I would definitely recommend that. And then this one is fresh off the presses Cowboy Carter, and it is also in that lovely red, white, and blue palette. So if you want something to wear for 4th of July that isn't overtly American, but has the colors, this is a good option. And it also has the added benefit of being France's colors, the UK's colors, pretty much most countries. I think Australia too, and that means New Zealand. I don't know a lot about flags. Not Italy. I think there's green in Italy. Yeah, but this could be a global investment. And then I think the most important piece of this collection would be the Sweet and Sour, the Short and Sweet tour, Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, this is from the first pass at the Short and Sweet tour, and what really makes this valuable is the inclusion of the LED light strip. So I had gotten a lot of interest in this collection previous today, but if you want to take this off my hands right now, I could do it for, let's Let's say $1. Does this seem like $1's worth of merchandise to you? I mean, honestly, I think I'm giving you a deal. It's kind of highway robbery, but yeah. Let me see the cash. Let me see the cash. See, we're holding up $1 to this. It's like, who do you want to go home with you? Who do you want to go home with you? Merchandise from 3 amazing, strong female creators, or this dollar bill with, dead president on it. I think we made the right choice. You know what? I think I can tell we're gonna have a good thing going here. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back from my pile of stuff over there. Okay, stay right here. This is coming in. Dump out some wigs. This is where I used to keep my wig collection. But have you ever heard of the LA Kings? No. So we'll just take these. 1, 2, 3. With included reusable bag. Like, you are making a profit here already. So just put that there. And then, you to me look like someone who has IBS. Yeah, are you struggling with IBS? I mean, aren't we all? I have the perfect solution for you. Yeah, this is an open canister of digestive enzymes. Yeah, you're supposed to take them like 15 minutes before you eat, which is remarkably hard to remember to do. Therefore, it is very, very full, pretty much all the way full. And these are like probably a ridiculous amount of money to buy, probably at least like $10-15 for this one bottle. And I could get it to you for, do you have $3 on you? Do you have $3? And a few cents. Yeah, what change do you have going? Let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna dig into your little coin bag here. Okay. So this is yen. This is not American money, but I will take this fistful of yen and these $3 bills. Yeah, and then I would give you the digestive enzymes for that, and this would probably solve all your problems. So I think it's a good deal, but it's up to you. Yeah, let's put it in the bag. I'll just add this to my pile. So we're sliding your new digestive enzymes. Good luck to you. Are you a more scheduled eater? Because that would really help. Okay, so we are focusing on gut health and concerts. What else do you need in your life? Oh, you want this barrette that I just pulled out of my hair? Yeah, it's blue, and I don't currently have lice, so I could just pop. You know what? With all the yen you just gave me, I'll just pop it in there for free on the house. NPT. There we go. And then, on the terms of IBS, I do have this lovely canister of Febreze. Now, the waterline might fool you, because if you look at it, it looks probably around here-ish. Yeah, do you see that? You see that? See that in there? But if you really shake it, there's all that compressed air and stuff in there. That's what they don't tell you about Febreze. It's mostly this like compressed air, and the mist, like the water, the liquid really lasts like doubly the time. So I could consider giving you this mostly full Febreze for a couple bucks, a few dollars. Yeah. Okay, would it sweeten the pot if I gave you a little test spritz? A little test spritz to let you know, like, what you're getting into here. Well, that is exactly April Fresh Downy to me. No way. That is not the laundry detergent you use. This is meant to be. I'll take a couple dollars. We'll add it to your tab. So here, what do you say, $6? I think that's good. What else might you find interesting? Germaphobe? You're a little bit of a germaphobe. I lost the cap to this, so I can give it to you at a discount, but this is spray hand sanitizer. You don't see that around very often. It's isopropyl alcohol, antiseptic, 75%. That sounds pretty amazing to me. Topical solution, non-sterile solution. Yeah, those sterile solutions are not what doctors use non-sterile. Yeah, it's better for the skin biome, the immune system. So I don't know. I would highly recommend. I think I could throw it in for just like $2. $150. What about $150? Yeah, $150 and one less spray for me. Yeah. I'm digging through all this stuff all day, so yeah. So and for just 50 cents more, I think this lid would fit. Well, yeah, it's not the lid to this. That's why it's only 50 cents. But yeah, so we're up to 2. Cool. Oh, look, fits great, even though it's not the lid. And let's move on to like this part. Is this the Cabeza of Deutsch die Kopf? Top of your head. Yeah, so you have a scalp. Have you ever, gotten in there, exfoliated? Of course not, but of course you've been thinking about it. I couldn't tell that you've been thinking about it. And I, for just $5, have the perfect, gently used bamboo scalp massager. Yeah, you have these nice, strong silicone points. And what's really good about this is actually buying used is better for the scalp because, I, did the work of numbing these down. These actually, when you buy from the store, these silicone spikes are actually really, really sharp. And for beginners, it can be really jarring. People get a lot of scalp bleeding, and you don't want to let your scalp bleed. And like I said, currently no lice, so I think this is the perfect home to be getting this from. And it's a bamboo handle, I think, or wood. It's a natural handle. So, like I say, for just $5, come on, if you don't act now, it might be $6. I did have a couple guys in here who were offering $7, but I get a better vibe off of you. I feel like you'd get a better use out of this. Yeah. Okay, so we'll add that to your tab for $8. Look at you. How much you're going on with that. And while we're in this zone, as you're starting your new life, taking care of your scalp, I would highly recommend, especially going into the summertime, a baseball hat. Do you have one of these at home? But is it yellow? But is it this shade of yellow? But does it say Large March sent me? So you have the same hat, but don't you love it? And And this, we have the same hat, so you know you spent, what, $25 on this hat? And that's a good hat, and you like the hat, right? You have it in circulation, right? So why not? Because when else are you gonna be out in Palm Springs, you know? So why not just buy this hat from me for $10, which is almost a 66% discount, and then you have two, and you never have to worry about losing one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Hefty. Okay. So this next one's a little silly, but I can tell you're gonna really respond to it. Look at this. Oh my goodness, is it not? I'm gonna put your bag down. Is this not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Right? Okay, take it in. Take in these beautiful floral details. Just like really listen to that bounce back. That is a well stuffed Patrick. And then I don't even know if I can show you this. Like morally, I'm gonna show them this and they're gonna lose their mind and they're gonna have to buy it, and like no matter how much. So right now, how much do you think this is worth to you? $20, right? Okay. But boom. Look at those cheeks. Those are cheeks meant for Instagram. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Plump, firm, beautifully crafted. Handcrafted now. A piece like this, including these, it's something that can only be on loan, you know? So, I know you said you'd be willing to spend $20 before you looked at the booms in the back. And, you know, morally, I really can only loan you this piece. So, I think for a 6-month contract, $600. What about $6 for 6 months? 6-month contract, $6. And I will handle shipping and transportation. I will coordinate the installation at your venue and everything. And you know, we can discuss extending that contract depending on how much you love them. But I do think $6 for a 6-month loan is more than fair. I mean, as I was saying, the going rate is $600. So yeah, $6. Okay, good. I'll just add that to your bag. You know, this whole haul is really showing me that you're like an artistic soul, right? Like love a little craft. I have 2 things I'd like to show you. Now, the first one is this mostly finished embroidery project. Yeah, it was taken off the spool early. So you can either complete that or kind of live with it as a beautiful wall piece, right? And then, of course, it comes with needle included. Yeah, I think like this is kind of like, this is the next wave for artsy, and you can also kind of see how lived in the piece is by like these extremely dangling threads. And you know, are you serious about this one? Like, could you see yourself going home with this? Because there's something I'm going to show you, but I can only show you if you're serious, because it's like a magician revealing their secrets. You know, we can't show everything until we know like this might be it. Yeah. Okay. Look at the back. Now that is abstract. That is surrealism. That is a commentary on society, right? You know, even if you do just choose to display the front in your collection, like, it has the essence of this hidden, seedy underbelly. It's really about like capitalism and society, and I think the half-finished look kind of shows, like, we are a tapestry as a society. We are working ever collectively to paint this picture together, and but there's also this, like, these secrets underneath it that we need to be aware of, that define everything in this front. Everything beautiful comes out of a mess in some capacity. So I think this would be a really lovely piece, and it is like an up and coming young artist, so it could really skyrocket in value. Who's the artist? Moi May. She's like a young local embroiderist who comes up with all of her own designs. She actually has a gallery installation right now in Seattle. So, yeah, you know much about the art scene in Seattle? Yeah, then if you knew anything about the art scene in Seattle, you'd be like, "Wow, man, no way." So, I think, honestly, the stuff in Seattle is going for like hundreds and hundreds. But since you'd have to go to an authenticator for this, because I unfortunately do not have the certificate because it's that early of a piece of hers, I would just charge you $15. Okay. Because you've been such a great shopper today, such a wonderful little shopper, I can make this 10. Deal. Okay, I will add this, and then, why let someone else make all the art when you could get in there too? So the bag is for a white dress that I returned to Amazon, but inside are the pieces to this lovely art tool where you'll take different sized gears and spin them through. It's very meditative. You get a very fun abstract, like very, very moime, if I do say so myself, as kind of an art curator. I feel like it really gives you these beautiful mandalas, very meditative, good for the soul, great use of time. What about $9? I mean, you just got a moime off of me for 10, so surely we can compensate buying this at a fair price, right? Yeah, I mean, if you were to buy these off of Amazon, they'd be upwards of $200 probably. Yeah, so I think this is a good financial decision for you. I'm just sliding that into your bag. Okay, I feel like... How are you feeling? Let's check in. You're not sure if there's much more left? I mean, I don't know if I have much more left to give you. I mean, you're just such a amazing person, and you've really had some like curated style pieces. It's like hard to think of things that would live up to that, but I do have this Tivana, completely sealed, unrefrigerated, antique. There's a little bit of dust on it, but yeah, this tea is award-winning Tivana original back tea. It's brewed in small batches with tea leaves from Rainforest Alliance certified farmers in Java. Yeah, so like it's like, a little, as I said, a little dusty. So antique, which means it's like double steeped. It's kind of like wine. You know how wine ages? Iced tea also ages. and also cheese ages. And I was saving this bottle for my wedding night, honestly, but like I just feel like this spark in you, and I feel like you could really find something really special to celebrate this with. So I mean, let's see, what year was this again? Yeah, a 2026 expiration date, which means it was made, and those expiration dates are like when they de-shelve them, but you should wait until far after. But since this is a 2026 expiration date, then these have been off the shelves for at least 12, 15 years potentially. So, you know, it's hard to, and that makes this what is it? It's 2025 now. 15 years ago would have been minus 10, 15, 2010. Oh, I'm not sure if I can part with it. I'm not sure if I can part with my 2010 Tivana bottle. Unless maybe you're willing to pay $3. Yeah, okay. And then, this I couldn't possibly part with. You know, this is lip gloss from someone I don't buy from anymore. So if I like were to part with this and give it away, it's like, you know, what would there be left for me? And it's just so glossy and perfect, and it does last forever. You wouldn't want sparkly pink lip gloss for $4, would you? Would that be interesting to you? Well, I guess for $4, but I get one more swipe. Thank you for allowing me my goodbye swipe. It smells so good. You want to smell? Yeah, almost like cookies. Anyway, so enjoy that. I really think you've kind of cleaned me out. I don't think there could possibly be anything left for me to give. Unless... Were you around for the early 2000s? Into the early 20-teens? Yeah. I do have one more thing to show you, but I'm not sure I'm even willing to part with this item. But I feel like we've just developed such a great repertoire that I have to at least show you. Okay. I want you to promise me you won't get your hopes up, okay? If I show you this, I'm showing it to you as a friend, as a peer. And not as a salesperson, just like because we've shared so much joy today. Okay, keep your excitement down. Yeah, authentic, vintage shutter shades. I don't even want to tell you this part. They're from Claire's, yeah. Authentic Claire's shutter shades from 2012. Obviously in Annoying Orange. It was part of the Annoying Orange collab, which kind of does make it, you know, rare find. It's, you know, there's probably only 20 of these left in circulation. I haven't seen one go up on the market in about 10 years, you know, and it's hard having a piece like this in your collection, because it's like, oh, I'd love to wear them out, but you know, it's the insurance on them is insane that, you know, it's like I don't even feel comfortable wearing them out. Like, this is like a trading piece, almost like this is my retirement plan. Like, I don't know if I could dare part with it, except for maybe for $7. I mean, even 7 is almost like, it's insultingly low. The last one of these I saw on sale. I saw them at in Paris at an auction, and they went for I want to say 1.2 million. So 7 is quite the deal. And it's just, I was deeply at that time considering throwing mine in the ring, and I was kind of traveling around to different auctions to see what kind of numbers the Annoying Orange memorabilia was doing, and that 1.2 was honestly low. Before that I saw 5, but it's almost a burden to me because I purchased these with love, with care. It really meant a lot to my family, my lover, my 2012 lover, and I were big Annoying Orange fans. And at the time we were still together, and it was like I couldn't bear to part with this piece of our love story. And unfortunately, they tragically cheated on me and died at the same time. So I have these very mixed emotions. So, I mean, $7 would really just be like a legal, logistical thing to get out of the taxes I would have to pay if I were to just gift these to you. But, if you perhaps wanted to pay $7 for these shutter shades, maybe you could turn them into a beautiful life I couldn't have because of my 2012 lover who had a passion for Annoying Orange cheated on me and died. Yeah. So you'll take them? Oh, I didn't think this would happen. It's just I haven't felt like a connection with someone who came through at all like this, and I can see that these will really be important on your journey. So I will happily slide those in your bag, which is quite full. So I think this is quite the haul for you today. I couldn't possibly imagine having anything else to offer you. But thank you for coming to my estate sale. If you do these often, maybe I'll not die more often and have a few, or even, take my business card and we can connect over some of the rare pieces that I find, because you are quite the seasoned collector. So I'll just pass this on over to you. There you go. This is just a fraction of the wad, but I was raised believing it's rude to flaunt the whole wad you've gotten off of a sales transaction at the end, but it would be even more rude not to show your gratitude by throwing them around a little bit. So I really hope those items really bring to you what you're hoping for. And thank you again for coming. It's been a joy having you, and I hope to see you again. Okay? Bye.